I expected her to be this successful. She was an extraordinarily good actor when she was an 18-year-old. There is a sensitivity and a truthfulness about her acting, and that was there in no small measure when she was 17, 18 in the sixth form here.
But that you were telling me that success didn't come to her straight away.
No, it didn't. I mean, she trained at Bristol Old Vic, and it was 10 years between her training there and the big breaks starting to come. And she did some theatre, but she did a lot of other jobs as well. And actually, that's a good role model for students who are here now and are of the age she was then. If they want to go into the profession, and quite a lot do from Gresham's, they need to know that it's going to be a struggle, but they equally need to know that you can get there in the end.
She's been nominated. How would you feel if you won an Oscar? How would you feel then?
It would obviously be very exciting. It wouldn't be unexpected. In other words, even back when I taught her when she was 18, I knew then that this was a likely future. She is a very special actor, and she was a very special student as well.
What do you remember about those times? What do you remember of her?
Well, I taught her for A-level, which she did superbly and was a delight to teach. I think, if you want memories, it would be a couple of shows that I directed her in that come back in my memory. She played Sarah Brown in a production of Guys and Dolls. And that was just stunning because it's a part that suited her wonderfully. She was very funny, she was very moving. That was a delight. But she was also, and I particularly remember this one oddly, in a studio production of The Glass Menagerie, and she played Laura. And the tears, which had become her trademark, were so genuine, so truthful. It was a heart-rending performance. And I've rarely seen something that moving from a student at that sort of level, at that sort of age.
We're talking about characters. She's playing Queen Anne in The Favourite and Queen Elizabeth in The Crown. Is she like either of these characters?
No, she isn't. I mean, she was asked, I saw her being interviewed fairly recently, and she was asked about how she prepared for the part, did she do lots of research, etc. And her answer was, no, I don't do research because there are so many people on a film set there to help you and to fill you in on those details. She's just a very fine actor and a very adaptable actor. And therefore she can, what actors do is play people who are very unlike themselves. And she is very unlike either of those two characters.
Now, some leading ladies can be diva-ish. Was she demanding?
No, she wasn't demanding at all. She was a great delight to teach. And I mean, the interesting thing, and I'm not sure whether I've said this already, is that she's exactly the same person now as she was 25 years ago. She wasn't difficult at all, and she isn't now. When you see and hear her being interviewed, that funny, sensitive, delightful person was the person she was to work with then.